Bloodshot just can't catch a break. NERDSoul. Late ill kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. And what is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, it's another episode of Talk Shop. We're gonna get into some comic books, talking about all that goodness in them panels, and have a good time. But before we get started, I got to invite you guys in the LA area out to my first annual comic kickback. That's right, this Friday at the Comic Bug on Manhattan Beach Boulevard. Come on through, meet up, let's shoot some videos, let's get some free comics, let's just listen to some music and have a good time. Now, before further ado, last week we talked about Valiant Summit, and it got me wondering about Valiant comics as a whole and maybe a couple that I haven't read in a while. And I looked around in my closet and found Bloodshot Armor Hunters. And this is like a small piece of the Armor Hunters storyline that went on back in like 2013, 14, something like that. So let's wrap. Bloodshot and Armor Hunters deals with just kind of like a bottle episode with him and Colonel Capshaw inside this military base where they have to deal with some alien insurrection and a prisoner that they're not too keen on. But if you're not into Armor Hunters and you need a little quick recap, here's what it's about. Armor Hunters has to do with Malcolm and some other aliens that are coming to Earth looking for the armor that Exo Manowar wears. They want it, they gotta have it now, and they're willing to do anything to get it. When we come in this comic book, we find out that they've blown up, I think, Mexico City just to get that armor. And of course, a nice rebuttal or a retort or retaliation, if you will, Unity, which is like Livewire, Bloodshot, and some other people come together to, of course, protect the home front because Earth is under attack. And this episode, like I said, is a bottle episode all in pretty much in just one spot, but you get a lot of close quarter action. The art is on point in these issues. It's about 3 issues as a whole, but there's a lot of dope art here, and Bloodshot gets into it. The nanites are just repairing them. He's shooting and blasting. There's tons of blood, tons of headshots, and there's a great meeting between Bloodshot and Malcolm in his cell where he's just like talking to Bloodshot like, yo, they're gonna do you like they do me. What makes you think that you're any different? And it hits home a little bit because, you know, Bloodshot has been pretty much just a tool that the military or whatever secret, you know, society has used him for so long. But in this situation, you have Colonel Capshaw, you know, kind of by his side or almost working, you know, as his, you know, initial or immediate report, kind of holding the base down, you know, giving orders, holding it down, keeping his back straight and his back covered while he's dealing with multiple aliens, multiple threats, all kinds of creatures that I can't even try to describe to you. Just big alien dogs. But this episode works best because it shows you the inside of Bloodshot's kind of thought process as he's fighting. He works so well with the AI of the military base, with Livewire holding him down, getting his back. It even comes to like a cool segue during the end where you find out that this dude has really covered all his bases and has been literally playing a chess game inside of this, you know, military base ever since the beginning. And the guy is just, I'm a Bloodshot fan now. At first I was never really up on him and I didn't really see, I guess, the appeal. But I'm kind of warming up to Bloodshot. I think I'm down with Bloodshot now. I can say that he's okay. At first I thought he was kind of overrated, but I'm coming around to the guy. What can I say? I mean, you get some tightly tied boots, fatigues, and a whole bunch of bullets and foreheads. I can't say no to that. So what I have to say mostly about this episode, or excuse me, about this issue or this volume of issues, is just to check it out. If you haven't checked out Armor Hunters as a whole series, it's definitely some fun. Of course, it's dated because it came out like in 2014, but I'm pretty sure you guys can check it out in any one of your nearest comic book stores, just like the Comic Bug, and I'm sure you guys should have a lot of fun if you're into action. You know, Bloodshot isn't a superhero, if you would, but you know, dude's like this military super Rambo-ish dude that has like a healing factor like none other. But before I go ahead, I gotta let y'all know to check me out here, and also you can find me on Black Hollywood Live. That's right, it's the first online network for African Americans. They do Black Twitter, celebrity interviews, after shows, sports, geek, nerd, tech, and all that. You can find them at blackhollywoodlive.com. And from week to week, they hold it down with all kind of videos. And to keep up with that, you can hit them up on youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. Now, back to what I think sets this apart from many other like crossovers and stuff. It's just that Valiant writes their stuff so differently than like other, you know, companies like DC, IDW, Marvel, whatever. It's cool to see how their characters relate to each other. It doesn't seem catchphrasy, if that, you know, if I'm kind of reaching you guys, if you know what I'm saying. Like, there's times in Marvel or there's times in DC where things seem kind of catchphrase like, but a lot of the dialogue is it seems like something normal people would say to each other in a situation like this. And also the art is spectacular, and the way that it's wrapped up is really smart. So this is a volume that I say is definitely worth picking up. I think it's like $11.99. You'll probably get it a lot cheaper now because it was made back in 2014. But it's pretty cool to check out Valiant now because they're getting ready to revamp a lot of stuff in the coming year and this summer. So you guys should definitely check it out. So, of course, I gotta go because that is my time, and I gotta hit y'all up with ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, you can check out all my videos from the oldest, the newest, the latest, the greatest, and all that. And then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. For real, there's no other way that I can tell people that you like what you are watching. And my shout outs gotta go to LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Tell Valiant Entertainment I sent you. Peace.